Good afternoon, everybody. Hopefully, y'all are having a wonderful Sunday. It's a beautiful day here in Texas, and I was asked by one of y'all, one of our participants in our group, some ideas for Thanksgiving. With Thanksgiving right around the corner, I know that a lot of people are really nervous about tackling a clean eating diet or say 21-day fix during the holidays. But I can definitely tell you it is possible for you to do it. If you are making your own meals, it's a little bit easier just because you can pick and choose your materials, your products that you're going to use, and use a better version. One of the great things about clean eating and holiday meals is that there's really no difference other than choosing a better version of a classic product. That's one way to go ahead and really change up how you approach your family's diet. So I kind of want to just go through some basic things and how you can choose traditional meals, but in a healthier version. And again, this is kind of what my family does. Again, we are gluten-free and dairy-free. We try to do grain-free whenever we can. We eat a lot of like paleo style type meals, but we do kind of go back and forth as far as using gluten-free bread products and that kind of stuff. So I'm going to kind of show you what my meal plan is and what our menu is for our family's Thanksgiving. And if you have any more questions, just let me know. And I can kind of give you ideas. Again, my inspiration is just kind of following some of my favorite websites, people that inspire me with meals, ideas, and that kind of stuff. And of course, Pinterest is a great venue on trying to find different ideas. I highly, highly suggest that you check it out and find meals and that kind of stuff that suits your family's taste. Not everything that my family eats is going to work for every single family. Maybe you're a vegan, so you can kind of alter things differently. But this is just basically how I'm approaching our Thanksgiving holiday. This is our first holiday that we are going to be having with our new diet. So it was a little bit more difficult to make sure that we still had the traditional type desserts and that kind of stuff, but just in a way that, you know, suits our dietary needs. Again, this is not, by all means, not the only way to do it, but hopefully it gives you some inspiring ideas on changing it up. So I am going to share the screen so that we can get started. All right, so here you can see this is my Pinterest board. Again, you can find my Pinterest. I'm under Kimberly_Ross3. And that's my boards. And then I have all of my Thanksgiving meal ideas under holiday meal new diet. And something that I got a lot of recipes from is from a website. I actually have their second cookbook, primalpalette.com. And they have some really amazing comfort food type things that has some options for low histamine, AIP type diets and that kind of stuff. So here you can see some ideas. I just found a whole bunch actually this morning that was really inspiring for me. So some things that I probably will be making is this sweet potato pecan bake, a paleo apple crisp. We have a paleo pie crust, which is going to be grain-free, which is great. And of course, you have some basic stuff. Not everything has to be drenched in fat and stuff that's bad for you. You know, mashed red skin potatoes. You can do grass-fed butter if you want, and a little bit of coconut milk to kind of thin it out. Or you can do mashed sweet potatoes. Here's a really great sweet potato recipe. It's a sweet potato hash with a little bit of bacon in it. So that's, you know, really yummy. Roasting is going to be a really big thing for me this year, and I highly suggest that you try it out. Roasting allows it to caramelize a little bit more, and it really brings out the flavors and the sweetness that are naturally in these vegetables. It gets this, you know, kind of a caramelizing on the end. And so like this one right here, roasted rosemary carrots with onion. Again, you can do one rimmed baking sheet, like one of the long ones, and roast, you know, carrots on one side. And then I plan on making roasted Brussels sprouts. So on the other side, you know, put your Brussels sprouts, and you're, you know, roasting two different, you know, side dishes for your family. You can also do some almonds. You can roast some green beans over here and top it with some almonds. And you're, you know, utilizing the pan, and you're utilizing your time and that kind of stuff. I have some simple turkey recipes right here. Excuse me if you hear the screaming outside. My kids are playing outside. So, and here's just, you know, some different options. Honey balsamic roasted carrot sounds amazing. That's, you know, again, you're roasting the carrots. It brings out the natural sweetness, and it makes them really soft, and it gives it a good texture. I know my kids really do not like mushy stuff. So this is a great way to introduce new vegetables without, you know, upsetting the little ones. There's a recipe right here for slow cooker mashed potatoes, which is yummy. Or right here, you can do this bacon wrapped green beans. That sounds really good. Bacon wrapped Brussels sprouts looked really good. And then, of course, we have the gluten-free and vegan green bean casserole. You know, of course, you want to skip anything canned as much as possible. There's lots of great recipes on how to make your own cream of, you know, mushroom or cream of whatever version. That way you are able to control what goes in it. And it's going to be a lot lighter. It's not going to be as heavy. And then we just have a vegan pie crust that looked really great. And then a vegan gluten-free pumpkin pie. Again, those are, you know, all items that are very basic, you know, traditional meals, but, you know, they are a healthier version. One thing that's really great about making your own desserts and that kind of stuff is you can alter the sugars. You can use coconut sugar, stevia, chuvia, agave. You can use, what was some of the others? You can kind of use any of those. They're non-processed sugars, and they're low glycemic. And so they cut down, they still give you a really great taste, but of course, you're not going to have the full-on amount of regular sugar. So anytime you do something like a paleo meal, they're going to require maple syrup or honey or something like that, something that is a natural sugar. And that's something that, you know, when you're doing a holiday meal, while you're doing these special diets or special programs like the 21-day fix, you want to choose something that is a healthier version of what you used to do. And you can utilize this concept anytime, not just during the holidays. And so that's one of the great things of, you know, making this kind of stuff, look to see what are some alternatives. If there's something that you're like, I want to make this, but how do I make it in a healthier version? Post it on our group, or send me a message and let me know, hey, how would I do this in a healthier way? And we can actually talk about altering other products so that it is in a healthier manner. So again, find me on Pinterest, follow my my board, get some ideas. Again, a lot of these recipes are from primalpalette.com. And one of my newest things, and so let's see. And your sugar. All right, and so here is actually my Thanksgiving menu. I just started working on this. This is definitely not finished, but it gives me an idea on what I plan on making. So we have rosemary and thyme free-range turkey. I just did a deposit. We have a place called greenlane.com. See if they deliver in your area. A lot of local farms around here will do free-range, pasture-raised type turkeys and that kind of stuff. So we put our deposit down for our turkey, and we're excited to have something so clean like that. I have my grandmother's cornbread stuffing. It's going to be made with cornbread, and of course I'll do a gluten-free cornbread and gluten-free breadcrumbs to make it with. And then I'm going to be doing the roasted rosemary carrots with onions. I'm going to be doing the red potatoes, mashed red potatoes, and then the sweet potato and sage pull-apart rolls. Again, all this stuff you're going to be utilizing healthier versions, gluten-free products, low glycemic, dairy-free, and that kind of stuff. I was going to be doing bacon-wrapped asparagus. It's really good. My kids love it. Oven-roasted Brussels sprouts. I may or may not do green beans, and then a sweet potato pecan bake is the other one that I was going to end up making. And so then that way, the normal sweet potato casserole with the marshmallows on top. This is a great alternative so that my children could still enjoy sort of that casserole sweetness mixed with the sweet potato type dish, just with pecans. And again, it's I believe it's vegan, gluten, dairy-free, all that kind of stuff. So it looks really good. And for my desserts, I'm going to be making the paleo apple crisp. I may or may not make a coconut tres leches cake. This cake is a recipe from a local gluten-free bakery that shut down, unfortunately, and it was one of my favorite cakes. So I may or may not make it depending on if I have time. And then I'm going to be making a basic pumpkin pie with the paleo almond flour crust. And so now that I kind of know what I'm going to be making, I can kind of go through all the recipes and see what I'm going to need. And this is really great because once you have your recipes, then you make up your menu, just like making up your meal plan for the week. You got to find your recipes first, and then you make your menu or meal plan for the week. Once you know that, you can go in and look at the recipes, and then you can put exactly what you're going to need. For example, how many pounds of ground beef or ground turkey, how many onions you're going to need, and that kind of thing. So it's really simple, but you have to start with recipes. You have to start with ideas of what kind of meals that you want. If you're just putting together different meals, put it down. It doesn't have to be an actual recipe with directions. If you're just going to be having grilled chicken with broccoli and, you know, a salad. Put down each individual item and on your meal plan, and then you know exactly, you know, what you're going to be having. And so again, here's the grocery list right here that I'm beginning to put together, and then I'll just print it out. I can, you know, go to the store, and I know that my turkey will be delivered, and the bread and that kind of stuff I will be making. So that's not stuff that I'm going to be buying. And then it's just basic, really basic stuff. I mean, pretty much every single thing in here, other than the gluten-free cornbread mix and the cans of green beans, are clean foods. I usually buy organic cans of green beans. My kids really aren't too crazy about frozen green beans for some reason. So that's that. But between out of all of this, really everything is very clean. And so I want you to look at that and, you know, realize that it doesn't have to be fancy. It's going to taste good. And there are, there is an ability to eat clean and stay on track even through Thanksgiving. For Christmas, you could do similar things. I plan on making a ham. I have a ham from a pasture-raised pork that I ended up buying from a local farmer. So I know that it's a clean ham. It doesn't have sugar in it or preservatives or anything like that. And I, you know, plan on having that with some sides and, you know, again, some rolls, you know, and different things like that. And of course you have your desserts, but it doesn't have to be complicated. Just like during the week, it does not have to be complicated whenever you do your meal planning. So I really hope that this has helped as I continue to, you know, do my menu. I'll go ahead and post my final menu. I'm hoping to have it done this week. You know, that way I can kind of pick up things here and there, and it doesn't get as expensive, you know, preparing for it. So I hope that this helps. I hope that this was informative for you. If you need suggestions on recipes, or if there's something that you really would like, or you have diet restrictions or something like that, please, please, please reach out to me. I love helping other people find better alternatives and that kind of stuff. I really enjoy it. And you're not bothering me. Again, I love it. I may not be able to do it right then and there, but I will get to you. So again, please reach out to me if, you know, maybe we can all share different ideas of what we plan on doing, and we can alter it to our taste and to our diet restrictions if we have any. So again, thank you again for, you know, reaching out and asking questions. Keep asking questions. Let me know if there is anything that, anything else that you want to see, and I'll get back to you. Y'all have a wonderful Sunday, and I'll talk to y'all soon. Bye.